What else am I do? Okay, bitch, it's snowing. Okay, bitch. I see y'all. Got it snowing, ho.
Up and at 'em, Mum. That outfit screams Los Santos entrepreneur, to put it mildly, Mum. Fashionistas around the world are green with envy. Excellent outfit, Mum. morning, Mum. How can I assist you, Mum? Right away, Mum.
Alright, boss, in order to launder through a weed business, we gotta sell a little weed. All you gotta do is drop off the products with the buyers at those locations. This is all above board, okay? So smile, enjoy it today. You're not a criminal.
sugar. Now leave me alone.
No, sir. My name's not Brad either.
Excuse me, my fault.
Whoa!
I'm a Chapin! Oh, kick your ass! You're fucking dead! Give up! Get the fucking fuck up! I will kill you, asshole!
Fixed up my dick.
That's a TV talking.
I don't want to hear any of that. I don't want to hear none of that shit that them bitches got to say. And I don't want to be in the heaven.
It's a TV. It's a TV. It's not me.
I don't want to be in any of that heaven that they're going to. Thank
Is it too very soon?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't know this. Yes, I don't know how to have fun. I don't know how to have fun.
I don't want to be in that heaven that they're going to. I'm good.
I don't know how to have fun. I don't know how to have fun.
I'm good. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, you just sent me that time, you know, for the mustache.
Girl, it's only 7 minutes.
I know. It feel like
Girl, feel like it's like midnight. Yes. One thing I will say that one thing I will say is this.
yes, you will. Absolutely.
I have watched the way religion has divided home. No name. I watched the way religion has divided homes. I watched the way religion has divided families and how it's allowed and how it had that the colonizer used it as a tool to enslave people. I watched the Book of Eli, the movie, and the most important thing they were trying to get was that Bible back, because that Bible, even after the post-apocalyptic situation, they were trying to get that Bible so that it can be a tool to control. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that
But I mean, let's talk about that. Let's talk about religion being a form of control.
Religion.
Yeah.
I really, honestly, and truly want to unlearn the shit that was embedded and taught me. And I say this as a fag, a trainee, you know what I'm saying, an abomination. An abomination. I really believe that I have been free from the matrix. I really believe this earlier today, yes, right? I believe that I have been free from the matrix because I don't critically look at the things the way people look at stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, really? Like, what the fuck is that? So I'm not gonna. I'm so glad that I'm free from the matrix. And no, I don't want to go to that heaven that they have orchestrated for
that they have created.
That they have created. That they feel that all of the shit that they do to people. Like, I can't believe that a lot of you bitches sit up here on y'all motherfucking thing and be feeling like, well, you got a one-way ticket to heaven. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I can't believe that you think that you're going. Okay.
They do. Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
They do what they think you going.
But yeah, I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yes, there's the mother. Yes, on this show, guacamole. Yes, you gotta eat it, you know. These are little side, mama. This ain't a whole bunch of stuff.
All right, here we go. The one we've all been waiting for. Guys, put your masks on when you get in the bank, and then ground control. We're on ground control. You get in their faces, shout at them, shoot at them if you have to. Just try not to kill them behind you. That wouldn't be cool. Demolitions, Haggard, your first choice. The guards, again, try and get without killing them. When that's done, go downstairs and hit the vault. Special carbines with suppressors. Use them wisely. Like I said, this is a big deal, people. Don't fuck it up. Try not to kill the hostages. If this goes to shit, we need collateral. Remember, investigates you're going for a special alloy. Only the third charges you.
I'm drunk.
Go, go. We need
I
to
just
capture
want
the
to
remaining hostages.
know.
Regulations
Oh,
of the
that's something.
government
Yeah, you
require
could
us.
show.
Again, try not to kill the hostages. If this goes to shit, we need
Yeah.
collateral.
So,
Demolitions of all the
What
first
about
buildings.
this here?
Charges are on a timer. Get in line.
I didn't say this bother me.
Investigate you're going for. What did I say about shooting at hostages? What did I say? Stay in control. If they think they
So you say shooting grill with something burning the nose. So,
first gate, ground control.
maybe this goddamn thing.
Now, there's a second gate that'll get you access to the upper level. Blow it.
Hey, Tim, babe. What's up, boo? Hold on. Girl, this goddamn thing is. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Uzi bitch, get some stuff right now. Hey, Coco Barbie. You sit around there. You say should we say a prayer and burning the nose? I don't know. Girl, don't come here sitting all in here, bitch. I just had this place cleaned up in here. Bitch, don't come here doing all that.
What is that, bro? Where you have all AI?
Oh, someone was going to step my own person. I don't feel like giving through that right now. Should I did? My mom is a person. My man. Got her own stuff. She really she got her own shit. Yeah. We collaborated and went.
Yeah.
Yes, you burn it, and then you wait till the next time you burn the other one, and then for the 12 days. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.
Hands down. Jump on here. Did you see your hands down?
A partridge in a pear tree.
Hands down. Jump on here. Did you see your hands down? I'm
I get it.
Hey, I'm cool. Just don't shoot us.
Oh, they don't slide though, bitch.
Let's go. Fall back.
I need you to stay together. Come out of the bank, take a left down Vinewood Boulevard, and duck down the alley to the right. Come on, move! Keep going down the alley.
Anyone else?
There'll be more cops on the way. Get out of there! Now, further down the hill, take a right.
Ah, shit! Oh, damn it! Shit! Bitch!
All right, now you're going across the road to the next alley. Now, make a play for the bikes. They're up ahead where you stashed them behind that apartment building. We left some body armor by the bikes if you need it. Grab and go, people. Grab and go. Use the bikes to get away from the cops and to get upstate. We left the dinghy at Ratton Canyon. That's your exit plan. There's a route coming to your GPS now. It'll take you off-road, away from the cops, and towards our boat. Stay together or go a different way if you want, but this'll be the safest route. I like the way you operate. If this job had gone different, we'd be dealing with a whole lot more cops. Right about now, the CEO of Pack Standard is calling the mayor. He's probably patched in the chair of the Union Depository, and they're all about to tear the ass out of the chief of police. Cops on the street will be highly motivated to bring you down. But you don't need to worry about that. Just get to Ratton Canyon. I've got a plan. So, have any dye packs gone off in the bags? Do you know because you'd be covered in paint? No? That means the transponders worked. Thank you, Avi Schwartzman. That's your way out. Come to think of it, Curse boost just before you jump might be the best way to get away from the cliff. Soon as you're airborne, ditch your bikes and start gliding. That's easy, right? Coming from a guy who walks with a cane.
Baby, I was finna take off on her. Girl. Bitch, I got up. Mm-hmm.
If that's up on the father, oh, my son, you're sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and I think I'm gonna put this on YouTube. I don't know. That was my conversations about everything, girl.
That was a good piece.
I mean, I had to believe that. I just how I felt. That's how.
That's you there.
Yes.
That's your exit plan. There's a route coming
Yes.
the cops and towards our boat. Stay together.
I would agree.
No, I have not.
This'll be the safest route.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dion. Oh,
I like the way you operate. Nice job at
yes. And that's me, my territory. That's correct. Oh my, which one of my daughters? Which one of my daughters come home? Oh, my daughter in April. She's supposed to be home this week, I think. Yeah, it's been that while. It's been a while. You can go to the Met Gala? No, I haven't been invited. No, we're going to the Met Gala.
It's so early.
You said it's still early? I don't know. I wonder have I seen the Met Gala?
I want to be at the Met Gala.
Let me see if I seen it. Let me see if I seen it.
That's time.
Not yet.
That's time. I think that.
They say I asked you how many kids you got to say you got a 1-year-old daughter. My God. Girl.
What?
They say I have a 1-year-old daughter. Oh my God. Yes, I need 80. Yes, I know Beyonce is a cheer. Alright, go on, Beyonce, all of this stuff like this.
Your way every time. Personalize your mini fridge with over 60 mini mini fridge, mini super fridge from Cereal.
Happy Hoo-Ha is a supplement that supports your vaginal wellness. Happy Hoo-Ha content on social always gets a reaction. And I think that that's a great start to having those tough conversations about taboo topics around women.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you got kids.
How many kids they say I got?
You say how many? But it says you got.
I'm gonna put my Christmas tree up tomorrow.
It says you have kids.
Yes, I'm gonna put my Christmas tree up tomorrow. I usually put, even though that's a pagan holiday, I'm probably gonna put the Christmas tree in there or right over here. Even though Christmas is a pagan holiday, Christmas is a pagan holiday. Jesus was not born in December, but okay. There's so much stuff that we discuss. You got to, Jasmine. I know I want to take it down probably after the first. I believe in
This will be a safe and quiet zone.
what does a share?
I like the way you operate. If this job had gone different, we'd be dealing with a whole lot more cops. There'll be more cops on the way. Get out of there.
Those nieces and nephews are enough children. Yes, they are. Yes. They say, how could it be a pagan holiday if you don't subscribe to a religion? The pay, according to the sources, honey, it's a pagan holiday. You know.
Right about now, the CEO of
Yeah,
the
four
is
times
calling the
around.
mayor. He's probably patched in the chair of the union
They
depository.
say he don't have a birth certificate.
The ants on the chief of police.
He said, do I have any idea what I want for Christmas? A partridge in a pear tree.
Just get to rattle candy.
Miss Juicy 757 VA said, Giant, can you do what now?
Yeah.
She said, Dominique! Dominique! No, what is that? I thought you
Now, I don't know when. Because tomorrow we have to
Songbreaker. Hey, love you too. Don't need to subscribe to religion for something to still originate from there. Okay. It says, so it's Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Easter. That's right. Juan Terrio said, man, can I be your man? Yeah, come on. I love men. And men love me.
Oh,
Yeah, you can be my man. What's up?
we already got that name. Thank you.
That's how we did it. Man, it said, man, it's hard being an 18-year-old trans girl. Don't let the weight of the world wear you down, girl. Don't let it do it.
You ready for something? Put it in.
No, I don't cook in that. No, I don't cook in that. Girl, see, I see what you're trying to do. No, I don't cook in that. You said you should audition for Drag Race. You'd be great. I can't audition for Drag Race, Aaron Spelling, because I am a judge on the show. I know you were saying that to be funny, but I'm a judge on that show, honey. So I can't. I judge those that have auditioned and got the floor. You're so funny. You guys are so funny. You know what you doing, fam? What's up, guys? Well, when I go art shopping, girl, I go to estate sales, or I go to estate sales, honey, where the people that died, girl, and the people don't know that they got grandma shit in their house, because that grandma shit is very expensive. Bitch, I go to estate sales or antique marks. Well, like, yeah, I got this. These were very expensive and heavy and old. Bitch, go try to pick that other one up over there. Yes, melanated pussy. That's right. Mm-hmm. Told you that bitch is heavy. They are heavy, girl. You said you never been to an estate sale? You gotta look them up sometime in the paper. Like I always try to wait till like when the rich hoes die, and the kids be trying to get their shit and auction their shit out because they don't know what their shit. Don't look at me like that because I'm sitting right here. Do not look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Michelle, you better straighten this back up in her. I'm definitely one of those girls about sitting on my furniture and stuff. You can't get sitting on my furniture. I'm very one of those girls about sitting on my furniture. You sit on your furniture. Yeah, because it's my furniture that I sit on. Then I understand that, bitch, and you don't understand the value of things, girl. Where's your furniture in your motherfucking house, bitch? Bitch, well, have that shit shipped up here, girl. Thank you. Yeah, the estate sales and Coral Gables do be the team, but sometimes them girls be overpriced. You said the best estate sales is be in Cobb County, girl. I used to get a lot of my shit from Cobb County. Bitch, I used to get a lot of my shit from the estate sale in Cobb County. Girl, no, Johns Creek is no, bitch. I definitely keep a look out in the paper for whole nine Johns Creek. So that's my next. That's where I'm getting my next house in. I know that's far. In Johns Creek, bitch. That's far. That's the next estate, bitch. That's the grand chain. I'm moving it down. Oh no, you're not. Yes, I am. Yeah, you're not. Yes, I am. Baby, Cobb County has great. Them motherfucking estate sales in Cobb County, bitch. I'm telling you, those white people be over there dying. And the white kids don't know what to do with that shit. The ones that the parents ain't really raised them up in no point. And bitch, they don't know what to do with that shit. Bitch, I goes over there and get that stuff. Now some of them girls shit, that shit be thousands of dollars. Like this bitch right here. I should say, but like this bitch right here, this piece right here, this piece right here. Bitch, I ain't paying this change for that. Girl, that's made out of that elephant. Bitch. Bitch, I paid this change for that. You take it if you want to, but you won't take nothing else. Bitch. Bitch, listen. I'm trying to tell you. What made you put her right now? Well, because I know her value. I know her value world. So it's
Uh-uh.
on the table.
No.
No, she's not.
No, big girl.
That's one of the pricey. That's a pricey piece of here. I got that from the shop. $10,000 for that. Yes, I did. 10,000 American dollars. USD, and I got the certificates for it. I don't know who the artist is. I still don't know. Yes, Ivory. That's why I don't want my children in here. Don't bring no children in here. I don't want no children in this house. Yeah, these kids be running around here running and shit, and next thing we know, girl, you can't replace that, girl. I can get that from you. I didn't get it. No. Hey, Dollar today. But you want to know this? You want to know the game? I thought a lot of this stuff when I was back in the day. My mama told me about this shit one time. This shit went down, got to go. And I lived this every color. That townhouse, I did that townhouse out. After I did that, I bought the house in this slaughterhouse. Then after that, I moved like I went from I think that house over there was 1,200 square feet, maybe 1,200, 1,250. My first house here, my first townhouse here was probably like 1,250. Then I bought my other house over there, and that was like 4,000 square feet, and then this house is 10,000 square feet. So I go from each level in my life. That's the way I do. You know, each time I grow a new level of expansion, I expand my dwelling. Yeah. So, girl, but I did that after my prostitution days, though. Because a lot of that stuff I got when I was so young. We in Texas, it's really now Texas is an door to the tax source. We are experts. They do your taxes, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is taxes.
Did you just drop an F-bomb?
Indeed I did. A real mango flavor bomb.
Now that's the flavor this firm needs.
You're fired, Terry.
Oh.
Oh yeah, all these from my old house. My great mama told me buy that shit one time, bitch. You never have to eat. I just got it because the house got bigger. So I got 4 living rooms, bitch. So I had to get more. I went from 1 living room to 2 living room to 4 living rooms.
Who is that?
But when I was a hooker, like everybody was buying plasma tea. When I was, I ain't scared.
A hooker.
Hey, Aaron Spelling. Yeah, when I was, no girl talking about, oh, she was brave. I didn't know I could really tear y'all up. But I don't. I just chill. So that's in there. I don't have a Fabergé here. That's what's his name?
She made out of touch too.
No. I think that's porcelain. That's tusk. For sure. Girl said, tap me on my shoulder, girl. I had to put that on the other way. I put that on that way too. Girl, I paid on that bitch till I got her. I told her, you keep my certificates ready. I did. Went down to TNT Bar. I know the shit I could have got for about 5,000. Girl, they gave it to girl. It's a lot.
You got this right.
No, I haven't had any of the summer breaks since my last house.
You have insurance on your house?
Yes, I do have insurance on it. Yes. Yes, I do have insurance on the things. Yes, I do. Got you.
Yes.
You forgot who you're talking to, girl.
This man trying to make sure that your heart is, you know.
Are you ready for Jacob's return?
So when I take it out of here,
Oh, no, girl, don't worry.
I feel out of here.
You won't make it down the street.
You just make sure you do that line.
My gay mama was very much so. She was the girl that taught me about the things. You know what I'm saying? Like she had it in her house, and I used to come because when I used to come to her house, I was like, "Girl, what is all this stuff? You gotta hear all this stuff." She said, "This is not stuff. This is art." So she said, "This is not stuff." It was a different gay mama. My gay mama was fully different from you. It's a different transition. So this is not stuff, honey. This is art. And if you're going to be a girl that's having meeting clientele to your home, when they come in your house, they got to make sure that they don't know that they can't come in and sit down and be comfortable. And sorry for what I'm finna say. Don't you put no bullshit in here. That makes them feel like they're at home. You have some shit that they know they can't sit down on, girl. To make them understand why your pussy higher than that bitch that they can go get that motherfucking rape from. I was like, that's how I get. I was like, that bitch said, bitch, you make sure that when they come in the house, they ask you at the door. You saw that man today, the door said, can I take my shoes off while I come in here? When they see you when they walk into a house like motherfucking that, bitch, they know that this bitch, you can't come in here and tell nothing in here, because you can't replace these. And I've been living in my brain like that with motherfuckers. Like, bitch, you can't don't come in here doing that. This ain't rules to go. You know they gotta come stay there every year. 14 months by the time you pay that shit up for 14 months, that sofa is tore up. That sofa is tore up, bitch. And so by that sofa being tore up, shit like that, girl, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that though. I really didn't mean to say that because I don't really believe that. But that's what she was. She's like, girl, and she said, make sure. And this is another thing she said. She said, make sure that you have pieces, bitch. You have pieces in your shit that just in case one of the motherfucking niggas get out of control, you pick that motherfucking candelabra up and set that right in his forehead.
Who's ready?
Set that candelabra in his forehead.
What's the candelabra?
That's a candelabra. This is the candelabra.
Oh.
That's a candelabra. That's a candelabra right there.
What shit was from? What movie was that? You know
what I mean? Yeah, that's what we learned about. That's a candelabra. And then I got in my curio cabinet here, bitch. Hold on, let me show you. I got a lot of candelabras, bitch, around this bitch.
What you do?
I do. I have a lot of candelabras around here, girl. Bitch, these are candelabras, bitch. Candelabras. Candelabras, bitch. Candelabras.
Okay, boss, today we're legit. We got a car you need washed.
Candelabras,
The owner would
bitch.
collect and drop off the car personally and
Candelabras. That's a planner of
I
it.
just love hearing him smile, you know?
Bitch, candelabra. Bitch, candelabras, bitch. This kind of candelabras, bitch. Candelabra. Over there, and those are Korean pieces. Those blue and white figurines be Korean pieces. Some of those be like, no, I got it. I don't need to point. They can see me pointing over there. They can see over there. Candelabra, bitch. Candelabra. Clocks. I keep a lot of clocks in here too, bitch. Let me see. I keep clocks. Why do you keep clocks, Top Dog? Clocks, bitch. To tell the time, bitch. It's time to go, nigga. Like this one. See, I got this one. This thing right here looking like Castle Grayskull. Bitch, try to pick it up, girl. Try to pick that how up. That right there look like Castle Grayskull.
Girl, she got some in the apartments, girl. You in it?
Yes, ma'am.
That's almost total that up.
Bitch, that's mine.
Oh,
Bitch.
oh, that's heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy tonight.
Yes, ma'am, bitch. That's mine.
What's she wearing?
That's mine.
What's she doing?
Oh, she sit there. That's what she do. No, that's what she do. She sit there.
Fill the fridge your way every time. New mini friends, mini fill the fridge. From Zuru.
New family member equals new will and trust. Visit LegalZoom.
My gay mama had, she had diabetes. Is it? Oh, honey, it's on, baby, listen, it's very much so. Is your, you said, do I have J? No, I don't. I need to get into that. Yes. Hey, Scotty Blue, are you coming over for Christmas? I won't be needing you to replace that. Put that back. Put that back.
Put what back?
To fluff that back up.
To fluff what up? I want to start.
That's just some nice. Some of the stuff I did get like I got that from home. Nah, I get that from home. So I got that. It's right there in the middle from home.
So you get some.
Yeah, mix it up.
Anybody in there?
No, ain't nobody in that.
The last part.
Ain't nobody in that.
When we did that, you check somebody in there.
There's nobody in that.
Oh.
Cheer me the studio. She said, do I watch baddies? No. No, I don't watch baddies. Hey, Chance. Do you think that my gay mama is proud of me and still walks me today? Yes. I do. You said, do I have family in Mississippi? I'm not sure. My family is majority in Florida and here. Florida and here. Advice that want to elevate and make the hard sacrifices to be better. Stay focused. I know that sounds cliche, but stay focused because people will definitely try to throw you off your shit. And not only will people try to throw you off your shit, obstacles and things will happen that may throw you off your shit too. Like shit, unforeseen shit will happen. Like life for everybody. Life. You said let you eat it like groceries, but forget honey. It is. You said go melt my legs, team nigga. Okay. Nobody told you not to be team anybody. I just told her not to be team white Christian nationalists, which is inherently racist. And for people that look like them and not us. Is that you, Adrian? Come on, Adrian, maybe another that girl, that girl. out there, Jaya. I can see that. Do that. Do that. Um, you said how to meet Miss Eve. So one of my sisters was in Florida and she was dating a boy that used to date Miss Eve, and they was Miss Eve and the boy were friends. They still lived together, and then the boy went in Miss Eve bag, and the boy found my number. This is why I don't trust me either. Mind you, my friend girl, she had died from getting pumped, and when she died, he went in my bag. He went in Miss Eve's bag and got my phone number and was calling me.
Why you do that?
Cause niggas is trash. And he was calling me, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why the fuck is he calling? Who is this?" And then Miss Eve ended up getting on the phone and was very much so like, "Girl, don't pay him no mind. That was blah 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 blah." It was a long story. And then I was like, "Hi, my friend told me about you, and and that's how we started chopping it up."
Really? A piece of good job.
Yeah, a piece. Well, he didn't really introduce me and her. She was trying to stop him from calling my motherfucking phone. But she had my number in her bag. I don't trust boys. That's why I don't trust men. A man can't never tell me nothing. That's right. You put your trust in the niggas too. How you figure? That's why hoes be out here fighting over men. Bitch, I never fight over a nigga. Bitch, if you can have, if a nigga walk out, if you can get a nigga that I'm fooling around with, bitch, keep it. I'm never lifting my voice by no nigga. I ain't never motherfucking scratching the eyes about no nigga. I ain't never doing that by no nigga. Never. If you really knew how I felt that niggas is motherfucking floor trash, how easy you can pick a nigga up off of the floor. Bitch, please. Would you ever host a 20 versus 1 powder balloon? I don't know. I don't like that decorum.
Mr.
I
Kress
don't like a lot of that
we should
decorum,
talk
child.
about work, but not here.
You said you ever called another girl about a man? Yes, back when I had thoughts.
So is there a
Yes,
room in the
back when I
back or
had
something?
thoughts that men were something
Cool.
to have.
Set up.
When I had that thought that men was something to like really have, I was like, yeah, girl, he
So, Mr. Kress said
not
you
in
might be
this
able to help
not
me
in
out with
this
something.
season.
Well, not me, so that's clear. It's not me you're going to be helping. And I want to understood
No.
that I am not involved. Just a bystander doing a favor. And
Thank
this is
you.
not an offer of employment so much as an
Can you
opportunity.
please talk about the 13 days of notes, Maddie, please? I told you, write down 13 things. So what is something to have?
This is one such
Not no fucking
Here he is,
man.
Professor
Shit,
Mason
own property, own things, girl, honey.
Professor,
Fuck
he's the
niggas,
head
get
of
money.
research for the Army.
I
3
don't know
doctorates.
how to say that.
Overconfident polymath,
Hello.
vain
Niggas get
sociopath,
money.
tedious egomaniac, control
I'm Joe,
freak,
head of product development at Ruggle. My
weapons
entire job is reading
engineer,
your
car
reviews
nut,
to
but
make our
definitely
rugs better.
not
So
a
we've
people
redesigned
person.
our rugs to be more washable, and
Accused
I've never
of
been prouder of
espionage along with
anything in
everything
my
else?
life.
You don't remember?
Go to
Well,
Ruggle.com and
what
see
do
our
you?
all-in-one innovation.
Exceedingly vain and self-absorbed man, brilliant at everything he does, yada yada yada, makes you want to puke. He's a goddamn traitor. I mean, he's a rat, but he pays.
And if you find one that's good to you, keep him, hold on to him, child, but don't underestimate him.
Well, let's
It's
just
a
say
nigga.
money talks, and he's
Hello.
So, we got a few things to get ready, all pretty straightforward.
Sorry.
One at a time, but any way you like. Standard op for a gov fat.
I want to know what you did when we had the supermoon. You'll see.
All right, first thing's a plane. Then we got a bus. Then, well, 2 things. We got the inmate transfer.
You said would I have a fight to keep my number one dude? I don't have a number one dude. I have several dudes.
It's currently being used to traffic drugs by transnational.
Niggas, you gonna fight me?
No.
The bus.
No.
Standard Bolingbrook transport vehicle. The least
You said I'm
traffic
gonna fight for them?
Toledo
Are you asking me that? No.
You can get a hard copy of the inmate transit schedule at the
But you will find them. Them?
Go in unarmed, play it cool. You might not have a problem. That's a two-person job, max. The other two-hander is our guy's prize Casco. We believe it's about to be shipped to Korea by a luxury car theft ring. Okay. Mr. Kress said you guys are at least semi-competent, so, well, Professor Reshkovsky pays well.
So, you're moving on the plane. It's at McKenzie Airfield. Logistics are as yet undecided. Go in how you like, but go in with a good supply of ammunition, armor, and maybe even explosives. It's gonna get kinda heavy. Like I said before, the airfield is under Vago's control. They're using the plane to make trafficking runs across the border. That means it's already set up to take Reshkovsky out of the country. Limited radar visibility, plausible cover story. It's perfect. Don't let the fact that there are a bunch of angry drug dealers waiting for you affect how you go in, or actually do. Some more background on the Vagos. Okay. Globalized, multinational, decentralized criminal network. Their principal interest is in drug trafficking, but they've diversified into mid-level distribution, end-user sales, and trafficking other contraband. You get caught with a kilo of coke, they throw the book at you. You're caught with a quart of capybara semen, it's a slap on the wrist. And the market for large endangered rodent ejaculate is lucrative. Most of the Vagos' upper management, shot callers if you like, are already incarcerated here in the States and throughout Central and Latin America. They run the network on cell phones, and it's a relatively flat hierarchy at the top. So if you cut one head off, there's 6 more waiting to bite. Not that I want to dismantle any criminal networks. As you know, I'm a criminal myself. I just like to do my homework. Criminal homework. The prison angle's gonna help us sell our raid on Bolingbroke. It's not something that they would do, but it's the kind of thing the authorities believe that they would do, which is all that really matters. You get me? Okay.
Ooh.
The gang task force better send us a thank you for this. Even more Vagos coming at you. Air traffic's telling me the bird is airborne. Stay at the airstrip and deal with any more Vagos that come at you. This operation will not be compromised by blowback from this. I think that's all the Vagos have got. In a few weeks, we'll leak this to a sympathetic reporter, and they'll get fingered for the breakout. Now clear the area and clear up any stray traffickers you encounter. Alright, my people are waiting for the plane at LSIA. Vagos channels are totally dark. I would not expect any more action in Blaine County. Either come back to the city or take in the natural beauty at a Vista Point. Okay, it's time to catch the bus. You can have that. It's on the road from the prison to Polito, and I'm here if you need me. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it'd be easier to take an old school bus, paint it, bar the windows, and make it smell like blood, bowels, and your brother's high school tube sock. Sure, we could do that, but it costs money, and
I've never beat a train before, of course.
Of course.
That would be neutralizing the driver, just so you know.
We have one. Well, I have one when you can have money. You can have why have one when you can have several? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 days a week. Or get you two for each day. One in the morning, one at night. They got two. If you put them in right now, they got somebody else.
They're like, oh, it's 13. I don't like you think it's 13.
You put them in right now, they got somebody else. Go through his phone. Go through his phone, girl. The Robot Show Academy.
Check it out.
No, the Robot Show Academy.
What's that?
Hey, Charlie. Exile. What's up, baby? If you want to got him in, if you got him in, go through his phone. Go through his phone. You'll find out. Girl, you'll be skinny in weeks. You'll be skinny in 2 weeks. Would I do Broadway? Yes. I would do Broadway, yes. You say you're trying to be the Tuesday and Saturday guy? Okay. Say, oh, you went through your man phone, you found pictures of me? Of course. Well, you said, would you ever put my man's name on my house?
Rise and shine, Mom.
What just took you like that? What just took you like that?
Sure.
What did you feel like that?
Girl, yeah, when I don't put my man.
Is it bad like that for?
Actually, that's it's only there. Timothy.
Girl, so that's the first time, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Infield, Ken Wallen, Ian Arthur. All the way to that share, I'm gonna get that. Do you want it? Want me to love you tonight? This shit come on, I ain't got time. I can't keep on going. I'm tired. I'm from County. I'm from County. I'm from County. It's a little city, it's a little city. I would like to tell y'all no stuff why I don't have trans daughters. Wait. I really want y'all to have notes on us, so I don't like girls. So what's the note? The note says I don't like girls scribbling around my name. This is all new for me. And how are you enjoying it? I don't like it. You don't like it? No. So what's wrong about it? I want you to go. Okay. That is what you got along. Motherfucker phone off. Bitch, I think I don't crack my screen, girl. What's the last bitch? No. All right, so let me go, girl. What I was holding, how you not coming, low man, Sashi, it's low man, bitch, low man. Got it, so. Yeah. Girl, when I tell you, Jaya, you had mystery drinks.
Years ago, the DOJ simply republished the flawed file. Another major source of concern, information about Epstein victims and survivors whose names are unredacted and visible throughout the files. One woman who identifies as Jane Doe telling CNN she was mortified to see her real name appear throughout the Epstein files. She's contacted the DOJ multiple times to ask them to fix the error. As of Tuesday, her name still appears in the files, but CNN did find one document where her name is now redacted.
The statute also requires us to protect victims.
But many Epstein survivors and victims and lawyers representing them expressing fury over the incomplete release and slamming what they say are abnormal and extreme redactions with no explanation.
It's victim identities, national security, or ongoing investigations. Those are the categories on which they are permitted to withhold. But they withhold, it sounds like they're withholding more than that.
Files released overnight Tuesday morning containing multiple new references to Donald Trump, who has not been accused by law enforcement of any wrongdoing related to Epstein. Inconsistencies related to the redaction of Trump's name, further fueling questions about the extent of the president's past relationship with Epstein. In one document, the DOJ redacting Trump's name, but in another posting of that same document, Trump's name is visible.
And Alex, just to make one more point about the Donald Trump references that we see in these Epstein files, according to the Justice Department, there are some untrue and sensationalist claims about Donald Trump that were apparently submitted to the FBI right before the 2020 election. And the DOJ is saying that they are choosing to release these kinds of files anyway for the sake of transparency. Back to you.
MJ Lee reporting to us from Washington. Thank you, MJ. Speaking of Washington, the Supreme Court has rejected President Trump's request to deploy the National Guard to Chicago in order to protect ICE agents. The court said in its unsigned order on Tuesday, quote, at this preliminary stage, the government has failed to identify a source of authority that would allow the military to execute the laws in Illinois. That decision marks a significant and rare loss for the administration and could jeopardize deployments of the National Guard to other cities as well. White House spokesperson said the ruling will not stop Trump's effort to, quote, safeguard the American public. The mother of a missing 9-year-old girl from California has been arrested on a charge of first-degree murder. Authorities say the remains of Ashley Buzzard's daughter, Melody, were discovered in a rural area of southern Utah. Melody was last seen on October 9th near the Colorado-Utah state line during a road trip with her mother. She was then reported missing by a concerned school administrator on October 14th. Authorities say they have, quote, recovered a significant amount of evidence connecting Ashley Buzzard to that killing.
Melody deserved a far better life than she had. We will honor her memory by ensuring that every step of this process is handled with care, compassion, and a steadfast commitment to justice.
Joining me now here in LA is Steve Moore, CNN law enforcement contributor and retired FBI supervisory special agent. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
What stands out to you from this investigation?
I think what stands out is that the FBI and Santa Barbara County waited until the body was found to take this, to arrest Ashley, the mother. Because once you arrest somebody, the clock starts. A trial has to, you have the right to a fair and speedy trial. So they probably knew that she was not going to be a threat to anyone else, and so they waited until they had the body.
How did they do this? How did they figure this one out?
Well, first of all, they knew where the body was going to be within a certain amount of acreage or miles. But what they do is things like, if this is one of those rental car agencies that has the GPS that has a memory in it, they will know the exact route that she took and where she stopped, this being Ashley. And so what agents will do is follow that route, go to all the fast food places, all the restaurants, all the places where her credit cards would have been used, and then determine when she stopped buying food for two and when she started buying food for one. These are very significant pieces of evidence.
And do we have any sense of her motive? Why you would do this? They say it appears that she had a gunshot wound to her head.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to talk about this. I mean, you're required as an FBI agent to talk about these things logically, and I don't want it to come off sounding callous, but I'm not surprised because she was going to kill her daughter, and she probably used the gun to make it quick and unexpected. As for her motive, we always used to say, if you can understand why they did it, you'd be a mess too. I think likely this is going to come down to custody fears, and if I can't have her, no one can.
And in terms of what happens next, they say they have a lot of evidence here. I mean, next is the trial, right? Yeah.
Right. Next is the trial, and they didn't want to go to trial without a body. I mean, the juries today are so CSI educated that they are going to expect a body. So now that they've got the body, they took due diligence to make sure that all the evidence aligned, and I'm sure they've got 3/4 of their case already ready to go.
Meaning before they got the body,
they said, let's get ready to go as the body's found, and they knew it would be not too long. As soon as the body's found,
How can I assist you, Mom? Right away, Mom.
Yes, right away, Mom. Come on, Mom.
Hey.
How can I help you?
Where are they? Here. Can I get some caffeine here? Vamos, people! You're late. If you worked for me, I'd fire you.
We do work for you, and you can't afford to fire us.
Very clever. We're trying to stop a global crisis, and you're quibbling about employment law. Remind me to explain why you never had a successful startup go ballistic.
My God, you are annoying!
I'm very successful. I can afford to be annoying. I date. A lot. I'm a millennial.
You're 38!
I'm on the cusp. Don't try to put me in a box. This guy. Bonkers. We have a real problem here. Every time Clifford looks at the data, this is not good. I told you it wasn't good. I undersold.
There's a location up on your GPS. Now we need a new span to get a key card to get in an aircraft hangar to steal an Avenger, because the Russians are here. Submarine. Okay, you got that? Good. A news team's been called out to help the LSPD with some bank robbers or something. So get their van while they're occupied and bring it to me. Remember when we just robbed banks? What innocent times those were. I feel like Mrs. Rackman is not a lady we want to trifle with. Unless we want to end up in a secret foreign prison, that is. I mean, do you want to end up at an IAA black site? Yeah, me neither.
The little girl. It's killed by her own mother, potentially.
If it didn't bother you, you wouldn't be normal.
Yeah. Steve, thank you very much. Obviously, it's an upsetting case, but good to see you, and happy holidays to you and your family.
Yeah, thank you.
Now to the UN Security Council, where Russia and China are criticizing the U.S. pressure campaign against Venezuela, Moscow, and Beijing, accusing Washington of violating international laws and trying to impose its will on the region. Russia says the U.S. blockade of sanctioned oil tankers from Venezuela is a, quote, act of aggression. Venezuela's ambassador described the U.S. pressure as the greatest extortion in his country's history.
The illegal use of state force to carry out theft on the high seas is worse than piracy. Worse than piracy.
Why have sanctions? Either bilaterally, unilaterally, or backed by the international community if they're not enforced? Well, the United States under President Trump is enforcing them in international waters. Otherwise, they are just empty words.
U.S. military has seized 2 oil tankers in the region over the past 2 weeks and has been pursuing a third since Sunday. The Security Council meeting follows months of U.S. strikes against alleged drug trafficking boats, which have killed at least 105 people. Pope Leo is preparing for his first Christmas since becoming pontiff. He's due to deliver his traditional message to the world on Christmas Day. He's expected to address various global conflicts. The Pope has already called for a Christmas ceasefire in Ukraine. It's sad to hear Russia has refused for that holiday. While Russia launched a massive aerial system in Ukraine. President Zelensky says at least 3 people were killed, including a 4-year-old child. Officials say the attack hit about half the country and left some areas completely without power. This latest bombardment comes after a fresh round of peace talks wrapped up over the weekend in Miami. Zelensky has signaled some progress, but Moscow says there was no major breakthrough. Coming up, proof that we cover it all here on The Story Is, from Ukraine and Zelensky to Logan Paul and Pokemon. Sports memorabilia, people willing to pay millions for this, the most valuable Pokemon card ever. Logan Paul joins us to talk about that, his brother's big fight over the weekend, and more when we come back.
Fly with Anderson Man. Start today on Sienna and hands-free. Give everybody hands-free.
Style to every get-together. Oh, wings.
And subsequently, lots of species that live in those habitats. Inside Africa, see a continent in transformation as trailblazers evolve culture.
going on? Oh, I'm sure there are conspiracy videos about this online, but I'm too scared to watch them. So the setup jobs are a big deal ahead of the final operation, the move on the submarine. So we always got to make sure we have the equipment we need. Might seem like this prep work is small fry, but details matter. We need this stuff, but it's not so important how we get it. Source it, steal it from rival crews, throw money down to buy it, whatever. Get the equipment and we can do the job and we can get paid.
What can I do for you?
All detainees must be searched, tagged, and inventoried before interrogation. Protocols S32 and N6 remain fully in place with no exceptions. In the interests of security, personal property can be seized and destroyed at any time.
The Avengers in a hangar at LSIA. It's a Merryweather hangar, ho-ho. These are bad people. Soldiers of fortune, scumbags for hire. Actually, in my dealings with them, they've been perfectly pleasant. You hired Merryweather? Yeah, of course. Really helped with our third-tier territory rollout. So much local knowledge in traditionally business-averse economies. By local knowledge, you mean who to bribe and who to kill? They're marvelous consultants. You know Don Percival? No. Great guy. Kite surfer. Deeply moral. Yeah, he's an inspiration to us all. Totally. The man disrupted the military sector, brought B2B outsourcing to the geopolitical sphere. I mean, what is Merryweather if not a lean, mean, results-focused, disruptive business tool startup? Percival, the CEO, has become a personal friend. He's a doer and a visionary. And a war criminal. Can't forget that. Please, I'd love to try and see this from your blinkered, Stone Age, moralist perspective. But right now, we've got $50 million worth of tilt-rotor aircraft to take off them, right? Yeah. Glad we can agree. Head out to the airport. We're going after the Avenger dual-capability aircraft. Its rotors tilt so you can fly it like a plane or a chopper. And if you don't want to fly at all and you want to man the gun turrets, it's got autopilot. Exactly the versatility you'll need in a combat situation. But when we get it, we can use it to launch our operation on the big submarine off the coast. You know, the one controlled by a rogue Russian military unit that's probably armed with nuclear warheads that we're being paid to do something about for some reason. Yeah, cool. Government funding sure does fill up the bank account. This must be what it feels like to be a corn farmer. Heavily subsidized, only with extra murdering. Do you even have insurance? I see no reason to anticipate anything other than a smooth operation here. You should have eyes on the Avenger now. Shit, they cut the power. It's an ambush. Remain calm. Defend yourselves until we can figure out a next step. I'm working on it. Hold them off. Bringing up the schematics for the hangar. Find a way for them to get that power back up. Here. The backup generators are up on the gantries. Okay, people. Get up there and turn them on. Stairs to the south. That's your quickest route to the backup generators. Enemies in front of you. You're gonna have to go through them to get to the switch. Come on, people. We need lights. Okay, the generators operate on a crank. Get to cranking. Who still cranks? They do, okay? Now is not the time! You got it, all right. It'll take a few seconds to kick back in. We got juice, baby. Now take the Avenger and bring her in. Doomsday clock is ticking. 10 seconds to midnight, and it's our finger on the hand. Yeah. You know, the end of the world isn't really a powerful motivator for us. We're all about the cash, so just give it a rest, okay? Okay, you're clear. We got it. I'll have some IAA interns get ready for the op. Speak soon.
We did it, Joe. We did it.
Culture, technology, and industry across Africa and beyond. A colourful tradition is revived as Matobo women embrace house painting.
I would like to welcome the world to come and see.
There's far less, he says, that they're allowed to extract from the aquifer. Hatcher shows us the neighborhood next door app is flooded with posts from neighbors worried about the water source if the data center opens in 3 years.
Here's one right here. I literally just opened that, but it's everywhere. I've even seen petitions on here that people are posting to try to sign to save the aquifer.
Aaron Hatcher moved here to what he calls a diamond in the rough. AI has found him in the woods.
I know. Come on. I don't want to leave having that kind of life. And I don't know. I can't see that being the future if I have no water.
The developers of these data centers say they're providing an economic boom to these communities across the country, but there's still a great deal of division over all of this. There are some politicians who welcome the development and being part of this AI race. There's also local politicians like county commissioners who are getting an earful from angry residents and concerned neighbors about how all of this is so quickly being built and developed. Some people have told us that it feels like the Wild West in this AI arms race. Ed Lavandera, CNN, Dallas.
It's the Wild West. Ed, thank you. Still ahead, Santa Claus is getting ready before he heads to a chimney near you. Up next, preparations kicking off in the Arctic Circle.
There's this thing called age, and it sucks.
If you're over 50, imagine you could turn back the clock on your stiff, achy joints by years. Introducing InstaFlex Advance.
On tour, I can't let sore joints hold me up, so I use InstaFlex Advance. It's restored my joints without just temporarily masking my symptoms. When you can find a product that can take that away to the point that you can live your life again, that is a miracle to me.
Get a complimentary sample of InstaFlex Advance just by texting CLAIM to 215-215. InstaFlex Advance targets the root cause of joint soreness and stiffness with a unique combination of 5 key natural ingredients found nowhere else. Key ingredients backed by 5 clinical studies.
I deliver mail, walking 2 to 3 miles a day, up and down hills, stairs. It was killing my knees. I found out about InstaFlex on television, so I tried it, and within 5 days, my knees felt better.
I had trouble with my shoulders, elbows, and knees. InstaFlex has turned back the clock a full decade for me.
InstaFlex Advanced is the #1 selling joint brand at GNC, but you can only get your complimentary sample by texting CLAIM to 215-215. Plus, text now, and we'll include a tube of InstaFlex pain cream absolutely free.
My knees feel better, my elbows feel better, my shoulders feel better. You can't beat that.
I got that spring right back in my step again. I would recommend this product to anyone with joint discomfort in your knees. It will change your life. It did for me.
Instaflex Advanced is so powerful, I had better knees in just 1 week. You gotta try it.
Instaflex Advanced is the #1 selling joint brand at GNC, but you can only get your complimentary sample by texting CLAY to 215-215. Plus, text now, and we'll include a tube of Instaflex pain cream for fast-acting relief in the pain of arthritis, backaches, and sore muscles, absolutely free.
Precise designs, subtle curves, curated upgrades, elevated design for thoughtful living. Puma.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
Get 3.9% APR on 2025 Sierra heavy-duty models, and put your federal tax deductions to work for you. Qualifying businesses deduct up to 100% of the purchase price on select vehicles. See your local GMC dealer. Get ready. New Year's starts early at Rooms to Go. On Friday, December 26th, shop the Rooms to Go New Year's sale. Get beautiful new furniture. Starting Friday, bring in 2026 in style. Decorate your home and get big savings on an amazing selection of living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, kids' rooms, patio furniture, and top brand mattresses. Usher in the new year with great furniture at better prices. Starting Friday at Rooms to Go.
I'm Zayn Asha, and this is CNN.
The world's most visited museum has added new security measures after October's break-in. The Louvre in Paris installed security bars on the balcony of the Apollo Gallery. A crane lifted the security grille into place to seal the glass door. It is the same balcony 4 burglars used to break in on October 19th. They escaped with crown jewels worth an estimated $102 million. Police have identified 8 suspects in connection to that heist. The jewels are still missing. Thousands of Union Berlin fans transformed the club's stadium into a sea of candlelight and song for the Christmas holiday. Nearly 29,000 people filled the stadium for the annual tradition, which began about 2 decades ago with less than 90 people. It started as a small gathering, has now clearly snowballed into a festive event, drawing fans from across Germany to spread some holiday cheer. Final preparations are officially underway for Santa Claus's long journey ahead of Christmas. He was spotted in his official hometown in the Arctic Circle, setting up his sleigh, reindeers, and all as he gets ready to deliver gifts to children around the world. Santa's village is also buzzing with thousands of tourists experience the magic of Christmas. Thanks so much for watching this hour of The Story Is. The third hour of The Story Is starts right now. The story is potential weather emergency in Southern California. We talk live with the National Weather Service to map out where and when severe storms will hit. The story is new releases from the Epstein files raises new questions about 10 potential co-conspirators. Member of the House Oversight Committee is with us. And the story is Timothy Chalamet going viral over and over again, promoting Marty Supreme. But is the movie any good? Movie critic Gray Drake here with what to watch and what to skip this holiday week.
Okay, out.
Live from Los Angeles, the story is with Alex Michelson.
And welcome to The Story is live from Los Angeles. We are tracking that big storm which is headed our way. We will have more on that in a moment. But we begin with confusion, outrage, and more questions. The reaction after the Justice Department released a trove of heavily redacted Epstein files. They posted nearly 30,000 documents related to the convicted sex offender. That is still not all of the files that they're mandated by law to release. This batch includes many more mentions of Donald Trump than the previous release, including a note that seems to have surprised a federal prosecutor. He wrote in a 2020 email that flight records show Donald Trump traveling on Jeffrey Epstein's private jet at least 8 times, which is more than had been reported or what prosecutors were aware of. Trump has not been accused of or charged with any wrongdoing related to Epstein. Justice Department claims, quote, some of these documents contain untrue and sensationalistic claims against Trump. The documents were released without explanation or context, and experts say that makes it really hard to tell what's authentic and what's not. With us now is U.S. House Democrat Suhas Subramaniam, who serves on the Oversight Committee. He's a congressman from Virginia, joining us from New York. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Welcome to The Story Is.
Thank you.
We've seen a lot of files come out today. Anything surprising to you? What's your big takeaway?
Well, the previous release was, a lot of files, but not a lot of interesting information, not a lot we were learning. Half of them were public already, but this batch has been pretty interesting, to say the least. It's been very revealing. For instance, we're seeing a lot about Donald Trump's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. We're seeing a little bit more generally about sort of the nature of Jeffrey Epstein's crimes and the types of people he's associating with. And then we also are starting to learn about these co-conspirators, which I didn't know about before this, that there were 10 co-conspirators. And so we want to learn more, but we want more files. We wanted them all released last week, because in the end, this whole thing has been against the law that we passed, that Donald Trump signed into law, which is releasing all the files by last Friday.
This idea of these co-conspirators, if we learn more about them, is that potentially criminal charges, or what could happen to these people?
That's a good question. I mean, we don't know what the DOJ and FBI were looking into. We don't know exactly who they are. Are they American citizens? Were they just enablers of Jeffrey Epstein's crimes, or were they committing them with him? What was their role? Well, there's so many questions to answer, and that's why it's very frustrating to see this administration continue to hide and cover up some of these files. There's really no reason to not release all of them at this point. They've had plenty of time to redact them, plenty of time to protect victims. Seems like they're only protecting certain powerful people rather than the victims at this point.
Well, and we've seen sort of this drip in terms of the release. I know you've suggested potential penalties for the Attorney General. What would be the standard in which that would happen? Because they might say, look, we're putting more stuff out today. We're going to continue to put stuff out. So, it's not fair for us to potentially face impeachment or anything like that.
What we're talking about, the Congressman Thomas Massey from Kentucky, Congressman Ro Khanna from California, they talked about potentially putting sanctions and holding the Attorney General in contempt. That is unprecedented. It hasn't happened in a long time, but these are unprecedented times. We've also never had a Department of Justice continue to go against the will of Congress multiple times, and the will of the American people, really. And so, these are really serious things that we're going after, but it's because it's a very serious situation where they're basically flaunting the law and saying that they're not going to follow the law. They're going to do whatever they want and redact whatever they want at this point. They said that they had these files since January. They were ready to release since March. We had a subpoena that's 4 months old at this point in the Oversight Committee in Congress. That's a bipartisan subpoena. So at this point, there's no excuse. They're just not following the law at this point.
Is there a specific deadline that you think would invoke that?
The deadline for me was 4 months ago when we subpoenaed them for the documents. We were going to work with them on redactions. We were going to work with them on protecting the victims. The victims themselves were involved in that process with our Oversight Committee. And now we're at a point where the law said to release them last Friday. And so now at this point, we don't even know how many files they have. We don't know what they have. The one thing that we do have on our side is the victims, and many people who know a lot about this case, know a lot about this story. And so they're helping us sort of work backwards and letting us know what we don't have. so that if something is missing, we can at least know that it is missing and go after it later.
See how big development ruling against President Trump and saying that he's put in the National Guard into Chicago. We know there have been similar lawsuits in places like California. The question of presidential self. Interesting. Are you surprised that some of the conservatives on the court are voting against the president?
Well, I'm not surprised that they lost the decision because it is the law, and he's not allowed to send in the National Guard to a place like Chicago, where the Illinois government there did not want the National Guard in there in the first place. They did not need it. They not stated a real need for it. We had the same thing happen in D.C., only in D.C. The mayor supported the National Guard being there. But I am a little surprised that finally we had some conservative judges stand up against President Trump. I wonder if this will be a trend as they start to see more and more lawlessness from this administration.
And I always like to end on something fun. So this holiday week. What's your favorite holiday tradition?
Well, I've got a 5 and 4-year-old, and they love making ornaments for the tree, and so we love putting up, paper ornaments on the tree. So that's our holiday tradition.
Well, happy holiday to you and to your 5 and 4-year-old. I'm sure they're not watching CNN tonight. They're watching something fun tomorrow for the holidays. Thank you so much, Congressman. Appreciate it. Thank you. Happy holidays. We are following a severe weather threat here in Southern California. Major storm system set to dump months worth of rain on the region in the coming days. There's a high risk of flooding. Level 4 out of 4. Millions of people across LA. Surrounding areas fall under this rare threat. Evacuation orders, warnings have already been issued to at-risk communities where flooding could also trigger mudslides and rainflow. Experts predict at least 9 inches, with 230 millimeters could fall in less than a day in some areas. LA could potentially get hit nearly half a year's worth of rain just this week. Mario Cohen is the meteorologist in charge of the Weather Service in Oxnard. Joined us live once again. You were with us last night talking about the timing. What do we know now? What's the latest on the timing?
We're already seeing the heavy rain approaching the Southern California coastline right now as we speak, as multiple rounds of energy storm system are already approaching the area. Confidence continues to grow in this very dangerous situation materializing across Southern California in the next few days.
What makes this so dangerous?
What makes this so dangerous is the long duration of in-ground and rain, creating a cumulative effect of several inches in many of the higher trade areas. That's almost a foot or more in the mountains of parts of central LA County and Ventura and Santa Barbara counties. When you bring that much precipitation over the high terrain, you have so much of landslide activity, rock slides, mudslides that can get going around, in this case, a holiday time period when a lot of folks typically are traveling outside. In addition to the rock slides and mudslides that can be damaging or potentially deadly to folks on the road, many areas will experience significant flooding. We're talking about many inches of flowing water, potentially even feet of water collecting in many areas over roadways, the potential for creeks and streams to flood, even some minor, larger river flooding, or rather main stem river flooding. Also possible. When you bring out all of these circumstances and combine it with the holiday time period, it's a recipe for potential extreme impact of life-threatening conditions. So now is the time to be wrapping those preparations up in advance of the weather. Make sure that you can do whatever you can to avoid being out on the roadway. And remember, you can't drive on the flooded roadway.
Last night, I think a lot of people are like, I'm going to grandma's house for Christmas. I gotta go. What do you say to those people?
Ultimately, if you are out on the road, remember, if you see a flooded roadway, turn around and don't drown. You drive through that water, the risk of your life, those of your loved ones, do not drive in flooded roadways at all. And if you're driving through some of the canyon roadways and through the terrain, you're really putting yourself in danger when And it may be in the latter portion of the event until when the bigger impacts come about, owing to the cumulative impacts from all of the heavy rain stacking up. And again, I want to remind everyone, there's going to be a lot of variability from place to place. If you're in the LA Basin and you're only getting a few inches of rain, you're not going to see as much in the way of impacts compared to once you get to the mountains, the valleys, and the foothills. So it's going to be a lot of variability from place to place.
And it can change quickly as we have the microclimates here. Ariel Cohen, thank you so much. I know you're going to be busy, probably going to get a lot of time off for the holiday, but we appreciate your work and appreciate you coming on once again tonight.
We're here to keep everyone safe. Take care, everyone.
Very much. New South Wales has officially tightened its gun anti-terrorism laws. This comes in the wake of a mass shooting at Australia's famed Bondi Beach, which killed 15 people and wounded dozens during the Easter holiday celebration. The state's parliament voted to further restrict the firearm cap on most individual gun licenses. The police also will be granted more power to curb public protests amongst following the declared terror attack. Public displays of prohibited terror organization symbols will now be banned in a bid to combat anti-Semitism. Look how quickly Australia moved with gun legislation compared to America. In Ukraine, the President Zelensky is signaling some progress after the latest round of peace talks over the weekend, but he is citing the fighting continue. Russia launched one of its largest aerial attacks last night. Zenith's Claire Sebastian has more.
Ukraine's air defense is tested again overnight since Tuesday. Russia's rejection of any motion of a ceasefire at Christmas or otherwise again laid bare in a widespread attack targeting multiple regions of Ukraine, from Odessa in the south. It's come under repeated attack over the past 2 weeks. The capital Kyiv, the western part of Ukraine, causing Poland again to scramble jets. It said it took a vested measure to protect its airspace. And the city of one of the main targets, causing widespread blackouts. Thermal power plants were hit. The International Atomic Energy Agency said 2 nuclear power plants were to reduce power generation following attacks on electrical substations and concerns about the grid becoming unstable. And it was a deadly attack for civilians. This is the aftermath of a strike in the western Vidya region that killed a 4-year-old child. 2 adults were also killed in the Kyiv region. President Zelensky had warned about Russia stepping up attacks ahead of Christmas, but in a war that sees attacks on this scale pretty regularly, this was the second biggest in December. What it does underscore is Moscow's clear intention to ramp up the pressure on Ukraine militarily to try to weaken its position in talks. And that applies also to the front lines. Ukraine's military saying Tuesday it had withdrawn from the small Donetsk town of Siversk almost 2 weeks after Russia claimed to have captured the town. Not a strategic loss, but it does reinforce Russia's manpower advantage and the fact that the front line is moving, albeit slowly. Ukraine races to try to reach a durable peace settlement. Sebastian, CNN, London.
Out of Venezuela, where the country's National Assembly has approved a new law over its tension with the U.S. That law allows up to 20 years in prison for anyone found supporting piracy or naval blockades. Move is in response to U.S. President Donald Trump's ordering a blockade of sanctioned oil tankers from Venezuela. The country's president, Nicolas Maduro, praised the law, said that Venezuela will emerge stronger. The U.S. military seized 2 oil tankers in the region over the past 2 weeks and has been pursuing a third since Sunday. All this follows months of U.S. strikes against alleged drug trafficking boats, which have killed at least 105 people. And it's not just ships that the U.S. is worried about. The Coast Guard and international authorities are reporting an increase in so-called narco subs. These are homemade subs used by traffickers to smuggle cocaine across the ocean. CNN's Patrick Ottman has our story.
U.S. Coast Guardsmen raced to board a so-called narco sub in Eastern Pacific with 17,000 pounds of cocaine aboard. They don't have a moment to lose. Drug traffickers will often flood and sink the vessels before law enforcement can seize the illicit cargo they transport. Since the 2019 incident, officials say the phenomenon of DIY subs built to traffic narcotics and the distances they travel have increased dramatically.
This is a modus operandi that criminal groups are now using a lot more and more. It's a clearly growing threat towards Europe, and it's very hard for us, not just to detect, but also to interdict.
Experts say narco subs travel just under the surface of the water and are painted to match the color of the ocean. They're often built in mangroves near the ocean in South America, where thick tree cover hides them from law enforcement and satellite surveillance. Increasingly, the narco subs are traveling to new markets, thousands of miles from where they are assembled. Last month, this narco sub, believed to have crossed the Atlantic from South America, was seized off the coast of Portugal with nearly 2 tons of cocaine aboard. Portuguese police arrested the 4-man crew aboard. Even though narco subs can cost up to $1 million to build, maritime authorities say they're often discarded after only one successful drug run. In January, police discovered this sunken sub, mysteriously abandoned near the coast of Spain. Police divers managed to raise the damaged sub and towed it into port as potential evidence. Increasingly, alleged smugglers transporting drugs by sea face a new threat. In October, the U.S. military destroyed the suspected narco sub in the Caribbean.
That was a drug-carrying submarine built specifically for the transportation of massive amounts of drugs. Just so you understand, this was not an innocent group of people. I don't know too many people that have submarines.
2 alleged crew members of the sub were killed in the strike. 2 survivors were transported to their home countries, where they were released for lack of evidence. The threat of U.S. strikes is an added danger to an already risky profession.
There's many, many risks that can happen, whether it's a mechanical failure, whether it's rough seas, bad weather that they encounter, law enforcement. If something goes wrong, there's almost no margin for survival.
But once again, the smugglers' knack for adaptation may be one step ahead. In July, the Colombian Navy seized what they say was an unmanned narco sub, equipped with a Starlink dish. Soon, counter-narcotics officials say drug cartels may deliver their dangerous contraband across oceans by remote control. Patrick Oppen, CNN.
Thanks to Patrick. Marty Supreme is already on track to be one of the most talked about films of the year. Up next, our movie critic, Gray Drake, is going to be with us live. Talk about which film she thinks will carry for the holidays and the award season. Maybe she'll talk about narco subs. I mean, the typical intro for her, a narco sub story. Stay with us. Gray with us next.
Tomorrow Transformed, in association with NX Nippon Express.
Australia's biggest city is a hotbed of innovation in photovoltaic, that is, the science and engineering of solar. The University of New South Wales here in Sydney is home to a storied institution in the history of solar power. Professor Martin Green is known by some as the father of solar energy.
Yeah, when I started, the only application of solar cells was on spacecraft because they were just so expensive that you couldn't use them anywhere else. So I guess the aim of our research has been to bring the costs down to something more reasonable. Now, solar provides some of the cheapest electricity in history, according to the International Energy Agency.
What connects the Venus de Milo, the Mona Lisa, a frozen mammoth, and Japan? One Japanese logistics company making the impossible possible. Nippon Express. Since our founding in 1937, we've handled some of the world's most sensitive cargo. We are known for our reliability and meticulous attention to detail, bringing a piece of Japanese sensibility wherever we go. Logistics isn't simply a business to us, it's a craft. We take pride in bringing new value to society. With this spirit, Nippon Express has grown into a global network, operating in more than 50 countries across Asia, Europe, and the Americas. No matter the challenge, we are committed to finding solutions for our customers. When faced with the impossible, we never say no. We are NX Nippon Express. We find the way. Precise designs, subtle curves, curated upgrades, elevated design for thoughtful living. Puma.
Explore Africa with CNN. where 54 nations create the fabric of this rich continent. This is really complex, discovered business.
The biggest economic trends impacting the continent.
Nobody has ever done this in Africa.
Clearly, you're seeing something here.
Nature and culture.
I love music. My music, this is everything.
And the stories shaping Africa today.
Exported to markets around the world. The next 5 years, what excites you the most?
I think the digital economy is very, very exciting. I have this compelling need to do something for my people, for my continent.
It's very, very important for us to tell our own story. The energy is amazing. Feels so good to be here.
Every day we take a step back to look at the big picture, from decisions made in Washington to the ripple effects across Asia, Europe, and beyond. We follow the story as it unfolds and hear every voice to make sure the information is clear, fair, and relevant to you. In a world packed with noise, facts matter. That's what we do here. This is The Brief.
Marty Supreme is an American film that comes out on Christmas Day, 2025.
One of Hollywood's most in-demand actors, Timothy Chalamet, they're promoting his new film, Marty Supreme. Now he's on the top of the Sphere in Las Vegas. Talk about promotion. He stars as an inspiring ping pong champion who goes to hell and back in pursuit of greatness, directed by Josh Sadfi, one half of the duo behind Uncut Gems. The film is already getting awards buzz before its wide critical release on Christmas Day, theatrical release on Christmas Day. Join me here in the studio, Gray Drake, film critic at CBR.com. Welcome back to The Story Is. Great to see you.
Hello, Timmy Tim's on top of that big old ball.
Yeah, I mean, he is everywhere doing very viral strategic promotion, which is amazing.
Yes, and it's totally aligned with the film and with his character.
So tell us about the film.
So Marty Supreme is about this table tennis champ. There's one guy he can't beat. He has to raise the money to go to this tournament to really try and get victory over this guy. And in order to do that, he has to hustle. So this movie is just about the hustle. It is about, he hustles people that are playing ping pong with him, his girlfriend, his family. No one is safe from the hustle. He's so obnoxious. And Timothy Chalamet is perfect in this role. It's basically like, this movie is so exhausting, it makes you feel like you ran 25 miles, but you have no cardiovascular benefit in real life.
See it, skip it?
See it. It's great. He's great. If Leonardo DiCaprio was not in a movie this year, he would probably win the Oscar.
So he's going to end up as the runner-up again?
I think so.
Yeah, last year a lot of people thought maybe it was this year.
Love to be wrong, though. Love to be wrong.
Anaconda. What's that?
Oh, my God. My favorite movie of the year, question mark?
Really?
So funny, so dumb. It's exactly what my heart needed. Jack Black and Paul Rudd love the 1997 film Anaconda. Okay? Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube. It is a disaster, and it is great. They want to reboot it in this movie, so they grab their friends, Steve Zahn and Tandiwe Newton, and they go to the jungle to make this movie. Chaos ensues. It's a disaster. It's so fun. I'm so happy people have this, like on the Christmas holiday here in the U.S. to watch. Awesome.
They're so watchable.
Oh,
right?
yeah, and they're doing what they do best, and they're doing it perfectly.
Song Sung Blue.
Who loves Neil Diamond and Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson? This is a magical triumvirate, okay? Those two are in a Neil Diamond experience, not just a tribute band. And it's based on a true story. The true story is bananas. So this movie actually seems fake, but the plot points are true.
Wow.
And the highs and lows are unparalleled. So just get ready for a little bit of emotional. And the rest of it is a little perplexing. People actually went through this stuff. But you can't beat this one either. It's a great Christmas here.
So just stream the soundtrack or see the movie?
No, I'd say see the movie, but just get ready to be like,
What? Some things that happen in it are shocking, but they really happened.
So it is of course Christmas week. A lot of people are going to be off. A lot of people have time to go to the movies, but a lot of people also are going to be at home looking to not talk to their family and maybe put something on to stream, right?
Right, yes.
Yeah, here in Southern California it's going to be raining, so you don't want to go outside. What's your favorite holiday movie to stream?
Oh, hands down, my favorite is Scrooged with Bill Murray. Oh, I love it because he's this heartless exec at a TV studio, and he's like putting on
What a concept, right? Can you imagine?
I don't understand it
What
at
is
all.
that?
He is putting on a live version of Christmas Carol on Christmas Eve. What a monster, right? But he gets visited by the three ghosts. It's the best.
Okay, my favorite is Home Alone. I do think it is. There you go. The perfect Christmas movie. It's still good. He's so great. The storyline, the family, the music, the soundtrack is perfect.
Yes, yes,
the
yes.
whole thing, the way it's edited, it still feels good. Did you see on SNL this weekend, they did a skit about Home Alone?
Did I?
Okay, so Ariana Grande's on, and they make fun. This is
That's
the
right.
family. This is what would happen if all the stuff was still there when the family shows up.
And just everyone's getting like torn to pieces, right?
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin has actually jokingly apologized that for everyone who feels reluctant to burgle families over the holidays. He's like, I did that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
That is so funny. And the favorite show to stream or to start streaming right now, if people have extra time.
Oh, actually, All Her Fault. Don't go with the Christmas theme at all.
Yeah.
Just go with like.
It's really good. I watched it because Pluribus on Apple
Yes,
TV
that
is
too.
really, really fantastic.
Merry Christmas.
Up next, 2025 has been an exciting year in sports. And our World Sport team counts down the year's biggest moments, the links to the ice to the hard court. Stay with us.
Every flavor, every sound, every step, it all reminds me why I keep exploring.
I wish you could taste what I'm tasting.
And for a moment, a memory in motion. I couldn't wait to share it with you. I found myself laughing more than I had in months. Every corner of the city was so alive with music. Every trip, the world of possibilities.
So long felt in front of me.
This is the Redwood Forest in California, home to some of the tallest and oldest trees in the world. Since 1918, more than 225,000 acres of these forests have been protected through the work of conservation groups, foundations, and the local community. Believing in a better future. Be part of the movement. Find out more on cnn.com/call to earth in partnership with Rolex and its Perpetual Planet Initiative. This is CNN.
Okay. Stop forcing ads for your forklifts on financiers. Start marketing to the right people by targeting industries and functions on LinkedIn ads.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. Now, with Bimzelx, I'm back to clearer skin.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to get back to clearer skin with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
I'm Manu Raju on Capitol Hill, and this is CNN.
Welcome back to the story. Yes, I'm Ellis Michaels. Let's take a look at today's top stories. The latest release of the Epstein files has sparked more questions than answers, according to Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer. One of the concerns is about possible Epstein co-conspirators. Internal FBI messages ask for a status update on 10 people believed to be working with the convicted sex offender. Those names have been redacted, and no more details have been released. The Supreme Court has dealt a rare but major loss to the Trump administration. On Tuesday, the court rejected or to protect ICE agents. That ruling limits President Trump's options if he wants to continue to deploy soldiers into cities. Pennsylvania's governor says 2 people are dead after a fire and explosion ripped through a nursing home near Philadelphia. Police say 5 people may be missing, others are injured. All
right, y'all, make sure to brush y'all teeth before y'all go to bed. Merry Christmas Eve. You celebrate Christmas.
Clubs, stadium, into a sea of candlelight and song for the Christmas holiday.
Y'all have a good night. See y'all later.
Nearly 29,000 people filled the stadium for the annual tradition, which began about 2 decades ago with less